Hi, welcome back to the channel. I've missed you. Uh, Today's topic is features. Now, there are a lot of artists that I discovered through their features on other artists' tracks. Obviously, you have your legendary feature artists. You got Future, you got Rick Ross. You know, these are the people that will stand out every time they're featured on song. And then you have your, you know, box office blockbuster features like Drake, who, if he features on your song, you're gonna blow up. I'm looking at you, Smiley. Your garbage song. I just wanted to show some appreciation to the art of the feature and the artists that I've discovered through their features. They could be bigger than the person they're featuring on, or they could be smaller, but there are a lot of names that I can think of, and I'm just gonna list some of them that I really appreciate. So the first one is Pop Smoke off Travis Scott and the Jack Boys. Their song Gaddy. Yeah, just hearing Pop for the first time. What a song, and what a feature. Just comes in with so much energy, so much charisma. That voice that sounds like a pack of cigarettes. It is just wow. After that, I remember going and listening to Meet the Woo, and eventually I think after that Meet the Woo 2 dropped, and I listened to Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon after he passed, and rest in peace Pop, you're a legend, and I really was excited to watch his career and see him grow as a true New York legend, but it just wasn't meant to be. Next is another feature on a Travis Scott song, and that is Don Toliver on Can't Say. Wow. Like, I remember listening to this album for the first time and just wondering, who the hell is this guy? The energy, the vibrance, the rhythm, the melody he comes in with. It's just, you know, that it's like a feeling of energy, a feeling of happiness that's just so contagious. And I couldn't help smiling the first time I listened to this song. And I remember going to Don Toliver's music, listening to it. Some of it was mid, but I really liked his voice, and I really liked the way he used his voice as almost an instrument in his music. His music does kind of get repetitive at times, but I really did enjoy his album Heaven and Hell, Heaven or Hell. Oh my god, one of those. I'll put it up here. Yeah, I really did enjoy that one, and I'm kind of excited to see more Don Toliver because he always delivers on features, like on Kanye's Donda, where he features on Moon, and he's just gorgeous, the vocals. I need more Don Toliver, and I would like to thank Travis Scott for introducing me to him and to Pop Smoke. Next up is Dua Lipa's Fever and the feature Angèle. Now, Belgian singer, sings all her music in French, and oh my god, just hearing that feature, I had to go listen to everything else she's made. And let me tell you, Angèle's music is beautiful. You have her album Brol, dropped in 2018, and what an introduction to an artist. Just amazing debut album. Every track is just so fun and vibrant. And on her Spotify, she is described as the voice of a generation. And I really think she does fit the Gen Z kind of, you know, pop vibe, but all in French, which, you know, as a French speaker, I think it is awesome. Her second album, Non Non Sunk, which means 95, is just so fun. And there are very deep and heavy emotional moments on this album, like the track Taxi, which just messes with my brain every time I listen to it. And yeah, Angèle, I'm looking forward to your next project. Please drop something soon. Merci. Next is Ty Dolla $ign's Ego Death with Skrillex, Kanye West, and FKA Twigs. This song was my first introduction to Miss Twigs, and wow, I don't know. There's something about this feature. It's very short. I think she only gives like 20-30 seconds, probably less, of a feature on the track, but just her vocals and the way the beat bounces, the way Skrillex did it, I thought was incredible. And yeah, I heard that energy, I heard her voice, and I had to go listen to everything else that she dropped. You know, I heard Magdalene, and it kind of broke me as a man because it's so sad, and I don't think I was really prepared for that. It's very experimental, very slow pop, you know, most of it, and it's just gorgeous in the saddest way. And this year she dropped her mixtape Capri Songs, and it is a lot more fun. Not to say that Magdalene is bad. I think Magdalene is incredible. It's just that it's kind of heavy. FKA Twigs' next project, Capri Songs, as mentioned, is just more fun. It's so vibrant. It's so much fun. All the instrumentation is just so unique. You know, I really love her experimental twist on pop, let's say, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from FKA Twigs. Next is 070 Shake. At least I think that's how you pronounce the name. Just to be sure, actually. 070 Shake, 070 Shake, 070 Shake. Is there anything else? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, her feature on Kanye West's Ghost Town. Now, she isn't credited, it just says Party Next Door. But her part is just so like effective. There's so much emotion behind it. I love her voice, and yeah, I feel like she perfectly suits Kanye's style of music and the direction he was going for on his Ye album. And listening to 070 Shake, Modus Vivendi is such a good album, and what a powerful debut. The synth pop alt R&B collection of like musical influences and the way she uses them is just so good. I especially like The Pines, and I really love her twist on The Pines, you know, classic song. My favorite version is still the Nirvana one, but close second. Next is a feature on Dave's psychodrama, Burna Boy, on Location. I remember hearing it for the first time. I loved the Afrobeats vibe, and he's like the first Afrobeats artist I really dug my heels into, and his music is just so fun. If you want a good time, you should listen to Burna. Next up is an A$AP Rocky feature, Big Crit on One Train. Now, I thought Big Crit had the best verse on this posse cut. I know a lot of people are gonna debate me on that, but yes, I thought Big Crit did the best. And after hearing that verse, I went to listen to his music, and oh my god, he dropped Forever Is a Mighty Long Time, and that album is just incredible. Like 2 discs, just a song after song after song of just pure art. He really is a true artist, like he says at the end of the track. And yeah, Big Crit is special, man. Next up, we're talking about Dua Lipa again. Yes, I know I mentioned her before. I found Angel on her album, but I actually found Dua Lipa through a remix that she did of Brockhampton's Sugar. She gives a good verse on this track. It's not anything really special, to be honest, but I did like her voice, and I searched her up, and I saw that she is so famous, and I've never heard of her, so I went to listen to her music. I heard a police siren. I hope everyone's okay. Okay, it's gone. What was I saying? Yes, Dua Lipa. Yeah, so I remember checking her out and checking out her music, and I was like, wow, this girl is so famous. How have I never heard of her? And then I listened to her album, Future Nostalgia. Oh my god. She's a pop icon. Like, seriously. This is everything I want from a pop star. Just the music, the vibrance, the retro 80s throwback tracks. Just so talented. Her voice, her cadence, the melodies, the songwriting, you know, I don't know who produces her music, but the production is just incredible. Always heavy bass. She loves bass, and yeah, I love bass too. Dua Lipa's music is awesome, and I would like to thank Brockhampton for introducing me to her. Next up is Amine, who I first heard of on Injury Reserve's Jailbreak the Tesla. Yeah, this single is just so good, and the concept is awesome. Amine's verse is hilarious. Your engine go vroom, my engine go. And I know car guys will hate that because, yeah, Teslas are silent. It's just fun. Having heard his verse there, I went to listen to his other music, and Limbo was really good. What an album. I want more from Amine, and I'm hoping to see more soon. Next up, Thundercat. Now, Thundercat is a special one because I did not discover Thundercat through one feature he did. I discovered Thundercat through his heavy contribution to Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, which I believe is one of the greatest albums of all time. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, Thundercat is just all over this album. The way he plays bass is just so unique. His personality is so awesome, just a fun guy who loves to have fun. And sometimes that's all you need, especially when the content of To Pimp a Butterfly is not always the funnest, but yeah, the production is just unbelievable, and that's thanks to a large part to Thundercats' contributions. I listened to Thundercats, it is what it is. I thought that was a super fun album. I do have one gripe with Thundercat, and that is his overcommitment to falsetto. I think his falsetto is nice, but you know, give us a little deeper singing sometimes. His production is obviously incredible. This guy is one of the most talented bassists like out there. Just a really special talent. Next up is Dominic Fike. Now, I first listened to Dominic Fike on Omar Apollo and Kenny Beats Hit Me Up. This is a track that I adored. I remember the year it came out. Wait, what year did it come out? 2019, yes. 2019, it was in my top 5 on Spotify. It's a song I listen to a lot. And Dominic Fike gives a super, super fun verse. After that, I went to listen to his other music, and so far I've loved all 3 of the projects he's dropped. His demos, which I thought were unique and it gave us insight to what this artist is capable of. And his debut album I thought was really special, and now he dropped Sunburn this year, and I think that's even more special. This is a man who knows exactly what he wants to do with that soft ballad style and the light rapping all around the album, and yeah, I just want to hear more and more of Dominic Fike. And I would like to thank Omar Apollo and Kenny Beats for introducing me to him. But speaking of Kenny Beats, I have some honorable mentions that I want to talk about. And they're not from features per se. I discovered them through Kenny Beats' show, The Cave, on YouTube, which I would highly recommend. The Cave is just so fun. The concept is, you know, if you didn't know, Kenny Beats, from the name, it's kind of obvious. He's a producer, he makes beats. He has a show, he brings in an artist, and he makes a beat in a time limit. I think it's 10 minutes. And then the artist just goes in the booth and freestyles, you know? They have fun, and it's a good insight into an artist's personality that you don't really get anywhere else, because Kenny is a very welcoming person, a very welcoming character on camera. And, you know, see the artist think on the fly and what kind of fun things they can come up with. You know, there's the Zach Fox episode, which is just iconic. Jesus is the One is an amazing track. I think it's hilarious. If you've heard that song, you should probably check out the episode, because it's extended in the episode. He's just so funny. The aforementioned Omar Apollo is someone I discovered on The Cave. Marc Rebillet, who I think is just one of the craziest talents in the world. That man is insane in the best way. Benny, I remember first listening to her on The Cave. I thought it was so fun, her feature. Some of my favorite artists were on there as well. You got Freddie Gibbs, you got Black, you got Denzel Curry. And actually the Denzel Curry session ended up becoming a whole album. It's so good. It's called Unlocked. If you haven't heard of it, it's so short, but it's so sweet. And yeah, I love Kenny Beats. I love the album he dropped. And I want more Kenny Beats. I think he's a very unique producer. Very fun character. He has a whole Twitch channel where he's just so engaging with his audience. Yeah, special shout out to Kenny Beats. Get me on your show. I want to freestyle. I have no musical talent, but I'll try. And yeah, that about wraps up all the artists I wanted to talk about, and the artists I discovered through features. I'll probably end up doing like a review of the Kenny Beats freestyles, because, you know, I've seen all of them, and I think it's such a unique way of exposing people to more art. So wait for that. I don't know when it'll drop, but hopefully sometime soon. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Tell me about some artists you discovered through their features, and if I've forgotten one that you know that I like, scold me in the comments below or DM me. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.